Welcome back, everyone. I'm Miss Ryan, and I am so incredibly excited to dive into Module 4 with you today. Up to this point, we've built a really fantastic foundation, and now our main focus is going to be graphing systems and inequalities. Trust me, once you see how we do this, it is absolutely going to change how you approach these questions. Okay, let's just dive right in. You know, when a digital SAT math problem gives you more than one equation, which, let's be honest, happens quite a bit on the test, you might initially think it requires a huge stack of scratch paper. But Desmos is your best friend here. It literally allows you to see all of those equations at the exact same time, right in front of you, so you can quickly zero in on the answer without getting totally lost in the algebra.
All right, Section 1, graphing multiple equations at once. What's really brilliant about this tool is you don't need any complicated formatting. We literally just type each equation on its own independent input line. So for example, y equals 2x plus 1 on one line and y equals negative x plus 7 on the next. And notice how it automatically gives each line its own distinct color? That auto-coloring feature is an absolute lifesaver. It lets you easily tell the equations apart and immediately spot exactly where they cross.
Moving right along to Section 2, identifying intersection points to find the solution.
So the main goal for these specific SAT problems is almost always finding that exact intersection. Why? Because that one single coordinate is the magic key that solves both equations. Once you graph them, you don't even have to guess. Just look for the little gray dot where the lines meet. You click it, and boom, it instantly reveals the coordinate. In this case, they cross exactly at 2, 5. So x equals 2 and y equals 5. It really is that simple. Let's lock this in with what I like to call the golden rule for these problems. Intersection equals answer. Just remember this one simple rule. The exact point where the two graphs cross is always the answer that works in both equations. You absolutely do not need to do all that messy substitution or elimination algebra by hand on paper. Just let the graph do the heavy lifting for you.
Next up, Section 3, graphing and shading inequalities.
Now, inequalities are slightly different from your standard equations because they describe a whole shaded region of possible answers. Let's say you type in an inequality, like y is less than x squared minus 4. The calculator immediately shades every single point that makes that true. Add a second one to the mix, like y is greater than x minus 2, and you get another shaded area. The actual solution set is simply where those two areas overlap. Any coordinate sitting in that dark overlapping section right in the middle, that's your winner. It satisfies both inequalities perfectly. And this instant visual feedback, it's a total game changer on test day. Instead of getting bogged down doing long, complicated calculations by hand, where, let's face it, it is so incredibly easy to drop a negative sign or accidentally flip an inequality symbol the wrong way, you can instantly see if your answer actually makes sense. This visual approach catches mistakes immediately and frees up your mental energy to focus purely on test strategy.
Okay, so are you ready for one of the SAT's absolute favorite trick questions? They love to ask this. How many solutions does a given system have?
Which brings us perfectly to our bonus section, the number of solutions: 1, none, or infinite. The great news here is you don't have to panic at all when you see this phrasing. There are really only 3 possible outcomes, and you don't need to memorize a bunch of algebraic rules to find them. Option 1 is one solution, which is just the normal case where lines cross exactly once. Option 2 is no solution. And option 3 is infinitely many solutions. Let's actually look at the visual proof for these. Think about a classic no solution scenario. Notice how the two lines run side by side like train tracks? They are perfectly parallel, and they will never, ever touch. And since intersection equals answer, no intersection means 0 solutions. On the flip side, for infinitely many solutions, you might only see what looks like one single line. That's because the two equations actually produce the exact same line, sitting perfectly on top of each other. They overlap everywhere, which means they create infinite solutions. So what's the actual math rule driving this visual? Well, it's all about the structure of the equations. For no solution, the lines have the exact same slope but totally different y-intercepts, like y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals 2x plus 4. For infinitely many solutions, one equation is really just a multiple of the other, like y equals 2x plus 1 and 2y equals 4x plus 2. They simplify right down into the exact same line. If you type them in and see parallel lines, your answer is 0 solutions. If you see one single line, your answer is infinite. Instantly solved. All right, let's wrap this up with Section 5, recap and next steps.
Let's do a really quick run-through of the 4 core skills you just mastered. First, you know how to graph several equations at once by giving each its own line. Second, you can instantly find solutions just by clicking that gray intersection point. Third, you can type in inequalities and let the calculator do the shading to find that overlapping solution set. And finally, you can instantly spot whether a system has 1, 0, or infinite solutions just by glancing at how the lines behave. See, the calculator truly does the heavy lifting for you.
Now that you've got systems and inequalities firmly under your belt, I've got something really exciting coming up next. In our next module, we are going to completely switch gears. We'll be taking these exact same graphing tools and applying them to data and statistics. It is going to make analyzing massive data sets an absolute breeze, and it will save you a crucial amount of time on test day. So are you ready to stop fearing the data and start conquering it in Module 5? Keep trusting those visual strategies, and I will see you in the next explainer.